Adetokumbo draws two. Trent will fire and hit from three.
Snow's running gait is painful to watch.
Allen for three. Albert has talked about how fun the extracurriculars of this series are. Here's Trent. He got it.
Needed defensive pressure full court. Allen, another three.
Tremendous production here on the road.
Neesmith up to 15 and a half.
You guys went 0-2 against Milwaukee. Would they be tougher?
Well, we went 0-2 against them a second time, but that one unintentional.
Into the corner, Trent's three is good.
From the Bucks again. Ray Allen spotting up for three. Bang! 19 consecutive points.
Go along.
Trent, he got it.
Continues to roll along with the big dog, and Allen in the corner for three.
Ray Allen again. Is off the steal. Nembhard tips it. Trent, you bet.
They had to use the entire shot clock to do it. And here's Ray Allen. Another three. Ray Allen.
Both ends of the floor.
I'm sorry, you had me at Rick Carlisle and Jenny Boucek.
Glenn Robinson kicking out. Allen. Oh, Ray Allen picks up where he left off.
By 8. Trent, catch, fire. You bet.
Milwaukee can get back some rhythm right now. Everything is gone. Ray Allen for three.
Allen answers back.
Here's Giannis. Trent wide open. You bet.
Again, see, this is what gets the Bucks in trouble right here. A lot of dribbling, and then they got a hope.
Wave the white flag on this one is Johnny Furphy.
Trent again. And how about the distance on this?
Actually, that's going to be
Gary Trent, the corner.
That was a great game. Like, I just want to talk to somebody about the game. I want to get on the mic because there's some take I want to get off or some interesting thing, or quite often something's bothering me. Whew, we needed that one. It's like I think all of us deserve to be able to embrace the delusion for the rest of the weekend. It's unfortunate that this would be a great kind of stretch for a Monday game. It's a Sunday night game. Yeah, man, that was dope. Absolutely marvelous. Gary Trent Jr. And you know the rules. Box score lovers, Middleton lovers. What a game. Don't ever put any smoke on Chris Middleton's name, even though we lost, but he banked in a three and then he got extra points in overtime. It doesn't count. None of that stuff counts if it's a loss. Bobby Portis game 2. Great game. No one will remember it. The Gary Trent game, just incredible. I guess you could say it's the best game since Dame in game 1 of last year, but who even wants to think about that? Man, that was awesome. And I thought, as much as all of us have, those of us who are being honest, right, have been silently kind of keeping our powder dry on this Dame thing, because nobody really wants to slander, the 75 is 75. So what? If he's not the 75, he's the greatest 100 players. He's the greatest 125 players. Whatever. He's a great player. Everybody thought Dame Lillard was a really great player. And then we come here and it's not and it feels all like Middleton, right? Where it's well, can I really? I can't blame him for these injuries. Really? Can I? What's the, it's like mental illness. What's the injury and what's the, what part of this is the injury and what part of this is the laziness, or what part of this is and it became so transactional because you feel like you're rooting for a zombie version of a guy who you've never really seen be great. More often you kind of see highlights of some West Coast game that he was hot. And again, I got really distracted by the box score, having the box score open in front of me, so I've closed the box score because all I'll do is just talk and look at that. He was 2 for 12 or something like that tonight. He was something really bad. That block was incredible. That was the Drew Holiday block. That was the Drew Holiday block on whoever got free. Was it Was it Jay Crowder? Somebody got free. Like Drew Holiday had some big blocks in like game 1 and 2 of Bucks Suns, and nobody remembers. Although I think I snuck that in the video. And you saw the fire, right? You know that it matters, and on some level, again, like the Bucks are kind of trash. We all know the Bucks are kind of trash, and this becomes like the, I can fix them version of the bad boy, like the thing where you're like, well, no, really, if just 100 things go right, we can win. But I was moved by his trying, him flexing after he knocked the ball out, his struggle. That's what's great about the playoffs, man. Like, I feel like there's a part of him that doesn't just want to take heat check shots. I think a couple things are true, right? The Lillard thing has been really unfortunate, 1. Number 2, we can grasp that it's not all his fault. Number 3, we feel like some of it's his fault. But also 4, he's not a remorseless chucker. Right? Like, that's sort of his nature, but he's trying to like kind of play a way that's against his nature. But he's not just... However the season ends, or however the Lillard thing in Milwaukee ends, I don't think anybody will be like, that dude was selfish. Like, selfish isn't the word. We think washed or over the hill or, inconsistent or whatever, but it's not selfish. Like, he's tried to fit in. Like, he clearly wants this thing to work. Gary Trent, man. And then the hero comes along with the strength to carry on. Like, I'm just yelling. And I'm yelling in my house like in the third quarter, like we need this so bad. Man, we would if we got that split. If we'd got that split in Indiana, we were so close. We were so close. Just a few shots here, there, and everywhere. As I glanced back to the box score, Portis had a worse game than I remember. I remember that he was really terrifying me with the turnovers and kind of the loose play. Giannis had a lot of loose play in the second quarter. But man, he saved it for the second half. And the free throw, I mean, again, the great variable is the free throws. Like, I feel like the free throws mattered in game 1 and 2, although like you end up not looking at it that way. But that big lead was such a big lead because just everything was going wrong, right? So we're getting good Giannis, and it's crazy. It's really crazy that we can have like a 10-point lead and he can reliably get to this jumper, and that jumper. Mechanically, it seems like he stops at the top. Every time he looks at it, every time I observe it, it doesn't look right to me because it's like a pause at the top, and he almost shoots it right a split second after he starts to descend, but seems to work for him. I imagine, and again, I don't even think they're wrong. I imagine a lot of people, again, will delete a lot of tweets tonight after the first 8 minutes, and it's all, the Chris thing, the Kuzma thing, whatever else. What will bother me all off season, but I don't really feel any need to let it bother me yet, is the Doc lineup thing is just empirically, unquestionably true. Right, I think we can say this at this point. And it's not Brook Lopez's fault, right? And we can still use him in certain kind of matchups. And I thought, Sims looked completely fine. And we still basically got nothing from Scoot. His competing, he's really trying on defensive rebounds, and I think that's mattered a couple of times that he's in there. And Derry Bird's also in there throwing his head around, but it's just a better lineup. And the thing that we always kind of said through the years with Drew and Middleton is, man, can both of y'all just not turn the ball over because we're dealing with so much randomness on the Giannis end. So this doesn't fix anything, but I think we can win game 4, and if we can win game 4, we can win the series. But even if we lose game 4, I think, a lot of times they say you just need to see the shot go in. You feel if you play ball, you just need to see one go in and you feel better. We just needed to see inconsistent garbage run around regular season Indiana one time. And it took 2.5 games. And then you got that team, right? And even I feel like Halliburton was going to make everybody look bad going all the way to the cup, and he got a couple of dunks, and he got a couple of uncontested dunks. like maybe they'll adjust to it, but it's just worth it to sprint to the. It's worth it to sprint to the passing angles. Like I felt like this could be all made up in my head, but the first 2 games, you would see the first pass on the action, and Indiana would basically have 2 good options for a 3. They'd have like a slightly contested 3 or another pass to a booty butt wide open 3. And they'd be like, it would almost seem like there'd be 3 people open and nobody's running out. And now, because the initial defense on Halliburton or whoever is better, he's elevating. He has to really hang in the air a whole nother like 0.2 of a second trying to figure out what to do. Somebody is already running to that spot because they know he's going to pass. That person is not shooting that shot. And it just flips everything. You know, I wanted more from some of the perimeter players as far as execution, but now Indiana took a haymaker by the fourth quarter. By the fourth quarter, I'm worried. But if you're just watching a random game, you're like, this game is over. But I just appreciated that all of a sudden, like everything was hard, and they were taking heat check shots. Like, and yes, Siakam's incredible, but it just wasn't enough. And you were forcing them to make basically what they did to us game 1 and 2. Like everything was like super hard. And there's a really good chance. So I'll tell you right now how Game 4 is going to go. Game 4 is going to go 1 or 2 ways. It can be one of those kind of games where we're up 10 and laps back into bad habits and Indiana sneaks it. Or I think we can just I really think with the confidence, if we actually limit the exposure on the not-so-great players. Because again, like Kuzma's driving me nuts too. Never let it be said that Kuzma isn't driving me nuts too. He can do some things. And we're not finishing with him anyway. Again, we're basically healthy. I guess Dame isn't healthy, but if we just kind of hang on, this is Indiana, right? This is Indiana, and we're not. This is not OKC. There's no reason we still can't win this in 6. Yeah, that's about it. Zip it up.